could end up being all about the defense as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Vikings are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Lions offense that will have a lot to deal with. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast.
Beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Murray. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Lions are going to have a first. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level's leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
try the air now with Stafford. This will be caught at the 2. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go! Red 38!
From a shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Walsh is going to miss this one. That is no good for Walsh. Wide off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd and 10 here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, Langford. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come out here in the eye. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Murray. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hurry!
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long. It's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the wide out in motion. And now with the play clock getting low, Jim Caldwell's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Let's go! What?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going, Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Washington. And he stopped immediately there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And ready for 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. Finding time. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go. 1, 2.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Another pistol look here. Langford again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now it's Langford. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Flex round! Flex round!
10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. They go with Murray again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Stafford on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38. Next round. Let's go.
They come up in an offset eye. This is Langford. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by Treadwell. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Come on, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. The lone setback is Langford. He's going to get the football. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ohio, let's go.
Langford. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
They run with Langford. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing is Stafford. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Here's Langford. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
The lone setback is Langford. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a miss on his first attempt, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
I know this has surprised you a little bit, Brandon, but you know kickers can be a fragile breed sometimes. You got to wonder what's going through his mind, but he didn't let that first miss impact him one bit.
Hey, I kicked back at Harrison High School. Are you calling my ilk soft? So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down now after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers that have to get out and vacate. You get the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Set, big 20, big 20. Let go here. On the wall, on the wall.
On first down, Stafford here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Real right, 22.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This is Jeremy Langford's 20th carry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The lone setback is Langford. He'll get the football here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good pickup there on 20 yards. Quarterback and receiver on the same page, and they beat the man coverage.
Sometimes you get too aggressive as a defense. You go into man coverage. That means you've got to win at the line of scrimmage yourself. On that play, the offense did.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st down at Stafford. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 10 yards to go on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun on third down, Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he connects with Ebron. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the 50, it's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Stafford on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that one results in 35 yards. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.